a few really nice like close-up shots in here to give you kind of an idea of exactly what they did. She's just so beautiful. I think she is just like stunning. So I'm going to use them for reference. It's easier-ish for me because she actually does a look that I've been wearing for like 15 years. I've kind of always worn a really heavy liner look. I just have it just works better for my face. The core difference though between her look and my everyday look is she doesn't have a round face. She has an oval face. Even when she was heavier, you could always see her cheekbone. She always had a good face shape. So her contour is nowhere near as heavy as what I typically do. So I think that's actually the number one difference between this look and what I normally do. All right, so we're going to start off. I've already done my foundation, and all I've done so far is foundation. So we're just going to kind of do that up, and then we're going to do the rest of the face now. So I'm going to go into my concealer. This is my By Terry Touche Veloute. I do 2 pumps because I like a very, very full coverage concealer. Down the center of the nose. This is a very contrasted look. I mean, it's like it's so beautiful. Her face is so even and just gorgeous. And I'm obsessed. I even showed my husband, I'm like, because my husband doesn't think Adele's all that cute. And I showed him this cover and he was like, oh my God, she's beautiful. And I'm like, hello. What do you think I've been saying for like 2 freaking years? Take my beauty blender. Once you've buffed out your concealer, we're actually going to use, I use the Chanel Double Perfection Natural Powder Makeup. It's oil-free. Mine is in 110 Light Beige. Looks like that. I'm going to take this brush. It's just an Everyday Minerals kind of kabuki brush. It's old. I don't know if you can still get it. I'm sure Eco Tools makes a brush similar if you are in the market. But I'm just going to take this and really work it into the skin so you get an all-over matte finish. Don't forget to do these sides of your, like this plane of your face right here. Most people do the jawline and they do the cheekbone, but they kind of neglect, or they'll do back here, but they'll neglect like this square right here. Don't neglect that. Next, we're going to do my brows. Her brow look is really, really natural in this, so she has kind of like a feathered front to it, so I'm going to emulate that. And I'm going to just draw a hair right at the beginning of each brow, like that. Doesn't that look weird? And then just feather it. Just do those short strokes. And then fill in the bottom. And then her brow does. So you have fill in like here. And then here. Her brows are brushed up. So if you have a little brush, do that. I don't know what it is with celebrities and brushed up brows, but they all freaking have them right now. It's so weird to me. All right, now we're going to take the Urban Decay Primer Potion and prime our lid. And we're going to do our contour while that is priming. Okay, so I'm going to use a contour brush. It's just an Eco Tools brush, looks like that. I'm going to go into my Tarte Park Avenue Princess Swirl. Now, her contour starts, like here's her ear. If you look, it starts right here, right? So make a little, literally, and then it goes up to here. So, whereas most, like for example, for my contour, I typically go like a little lower. Hers, you want to go up. You want to give that really lifted look to the face. So again, take it from the, to like right, you kind of want on the outside of your color, of your eye color. But make sure that it's parallel to your bottom of your ear. And then the other one, you want it up by the ear. So, not like on top of the cheekbone, but you do want that angle. And then just go to town. She has a very, very deep contour. And don't buff it out very much. You want that heavy line. You want a very stark line. You'll buff it out. You'll kind of, I mean, obviously you're not going to walk out looking like this because you look like you have a weird sideburn. You'll buff it out, but you don't want to buff it like into your hair or anything like that. You want it really concentrated. So it'll still run along your cheekbone, but at least for me, it's a little higher than I normally place it. If you look at her from like this angle, like if you look at this cheekbone from the angle that she's at, they have her contoured from this cheekbone in terms of the blush. And then you can see the contour kind of dip in a little bit here and then come down. So you want to emphasize she has a cleft. She's like me with the chin. She has a dimple in her chin. And they actually have that kind of highlighted. So I never do this. Contour your chin. And then I'm going to take a bronzing brush and I'm going to do my neck with this. Because obviously they have photoshopped this and she has no, you know, typically she's, I mean, she has normal size. She's not like gaunt. So she has a little bit of chin here. They have removed that. And then I'm actually just going to take what's left over on the brush and don't go here like what I typically do. You want to stay right along this curve of the hairline and then just buff it into the hairline. And they do have it in the temple region as well. So don't dip back in. You just want it to be a slight contour. Now we're going to buff it out. I have a buff brush, and then just, you want to go back into your compact because again, just to redefine the difference between the skin and the contour. And then we're going to do the lids. I'm using both Naked and Naked 2 palette. First I'm going to do my all over lid color, and I'm actually going to take Foxy from the Naked 2 palette and just place it all over my lid up to the brow bone. And then I'm going to go in with Buck from the Naked palette and a little lay down brush. I'm going to concentrate this into my crease, and she has a fully defined crease. So you really just want to work it right on the socket. If you have a hooded or Asian or sunken eye, just go further up onto the brow bone. And then I kind of just buff it out because you're going to go back in and you just want to make this blended. You want each layer to blend so you don't look so stark because it's kind of hard to pull off. And they've taken it, if you look at the picture, they take it like up to the brow. They define her nose. This is where they actually start doing the contour of her nose. So just kind of follow suit. Like I have got this going, and then I'm going to just take it. I'm actually going to go back into Buck, and I'm going to use the same color. And I'm going to just take it right. I have a narrow nose, so my contour is kind of on the outer part of it instead of like along the actual bridge, because my bridge starts right here, and I'll just look like I have the skinniest nose in the world. So take it right here. And then just and it kind of fades and then it picks back up. So just kind of skip and then it picks back up towards the nostril. And then it goes around the actual nostril. Whoever did the makeup on this shoot was really good, because I am impressed. And then she does have this kind of done too. So go underneath your nostril here and then just flick it under, and you want to meet it on the other side. And then go around the curve of your nose. Isn't that kind of weird? All right, this side, same thing. They start kind of right in here, right by the brow. I mean, you can take it up to the brow and then we'll buff it out a little later. But just if it's easier for you just to start right below your brow, just go ahead. And then just take it straight down, skip, and then around the nose. Here, let me zoom in a little bit for you. Now this look, oh my God, look at me. This look, she's got it right here too. You want to connect it to that darting that you did. I think this was a combination of lighting and shadowing with makeup, because her nose is so well contoured and you can't even really tell. But if you really want to do this look at this. I'm telling you now, just go ahead and try this, and obviously do this when you have some time to play, because you really need to buff this back out. All right. I'm actually just taking my Naked Palette 2 brush, and I'm just going to take the fluffier side and then buff. And if I were you, I would get a tissue and wipe after you buff, because otherwise you're going to distribute too much. You're not going to have enough, you're going to have too much color and not enough space to transfer it. So if you just wipe off your brush after each little spot, you'll have cleaner bristles, so you won't have to just keep moving around dark colors. Okay, and then when you buff this out, you want to keep it right at this part of the nose, and then up to the brow, and then into the socket. Don't take it under the eye, it'll make it look dark. Don't take it into the nose, because it's not there. You want to keep it right along here, and then if you need to go anywhere, take it right up onto the bone like this. If it helps you, just make it one fluid motion. Just do this. And then don't forget, you can always wipe off onto your tissue. I'm actually going to take Tease from Naked 2 and blend it with Buck, with just a touch of Hustle. And then if you want to work it onto your hand, do it, because it's got a little bit of plum to it. All right, and then you just want to go right here. So if you're looking like this, which is how she's looking, you want to go right here above the eye, and you want to work it to about the outer, to right at the outer third. Same thing here. Take your blending brush and then now blend this out. But focus it right. I mean, you just want to keep going kind of window washer style into that one spot. She does not have anything really past this outer third, this kind of middle third of her eye because that wing comes in here. So you really want to make sure that you have focused that intense crease in the middle third, because that top third is your brow contour. And you want to keep in mind that your contour is going to go inward a little bit. Don't forget to do that, because then you've got that shiny inner corner. Okay, so now I'm going to take my highlight brush. It's just a fluffy kind of dome brush. And I put it into Foxy, and I'm going to put it into Virgin. Foxy's from Naked 1, Virgin's from Naked... No, excuse me. Virgin's from Naked 1, Foxy's from Naked 2. And I'm just going to put it right in the inner corner. And it's not even on the lid. It's right in the inner corner. That shimmer is. And the shimmer really is coming from Virgin. They have just... I love how they've used the space on her face so effectively in this makeup. I just think it is absolutely gorgeous. As soon as I saw the cover, I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing this weekend. Like a fluffy, clean brush. And I'm going to put it, I'm just going to kind of drag it through that Naked color, which is right here in the Naked 1 palette. Kind of buff it off your hand a little bit. And then just sweep it kind of blanketly over this whole section. Just to kind of give it a little bit more of like a tempered effect. And B, it helps kind of cheat that gradient. Now I'm going to take my fluffy brush again back into Foxy. Go up here just to redefine my brow bone. She's kind of got from here to the end of her brows highlighted. Like straight across. And then she's got this whole section done. This is why I said don't just stick to your crease and that like kind of bottom half of your brow bone, because her lid is a totally different color. And I'm actually just going to take Foxy with Booty Call, both of these from Naked 2. And I'm just going to take that right along the lid. So you want to go from the inner corner here. And just really finely line your line. And then you can kind of make it fatter as you go out though. Just as long as you keep this inner third really, really fine. Because it just has that really nice taper. And then you're going to pull it straight out. Like that. And then down. All right, now hers is filled in here a little bit. And it also comes down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fill in this kind of like outer third here. And then connect it. And then we're going to go over it with the Chanel Illusion d'Ombre Mirror Feet. Just because it is smudgy. Okay. And then we're going to bring it in. Because her line starts like right here. Now you can take the Naked 2 palette, you can take black out from it if you want to, and fill in this. Just to kind of fill in, so if you have any, like if you're using that Chanel color, if you have any glitter still showing, go over it. All right, now you want to do your mascara and your lashes. I'm going to do them and I'll be right back. Okay, so while your lashes are drying, hey guys, okay, sorry that my camera died. I'm in my kitchen right now because that's where my camera charges. And I just kind of wanted to tell you how I finished the look. On my lip, it's a combination of Revlon's Strawberry Shortcake and Creme Brulee lip butters, and then I topped it off with Boy Bait. It's a lip gloss from MAC. You don't need to use all those colors. I just didn't have a dupe for what she had, so I just blended until I got it. But this will show you kind of look that she has. And you'll see like it's a really nude eye, but it's got this really intense crease work. But I really like it. I know my lashes aren't like a dead ringer for hers. I just didn't have lashes to fit to like match her. All mine are like this. And if you have like demi wispies or like more natural with like a fuller outer half or outer third or whatever, use those. Okay, thanks guys. I hope you like it. Bye.